Hi, everybody. Bernard here from way2indie.com. And this is the second episode of Criterion Club. I think we're just going to keep calling it that. Criterion Club. I'm joined by CJ Prince once again. Hey, CJ.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
He's also a writer at the site. And we are as unprepared, if not more unprepared, for this episode of Criterion Club
I
than
just
the
want
first
to
one.
I just want to say something to all the viewers. We've been getting your applications to join the club. We got to parse through them. We have just piles and piles of applications to go through. So please be patient, and we'll get back to you.
Yeah, it's a long line and it's an
Yeah.
exclusive club. Only two members, maybe one and a half, considering my small stature in the club right now, presently. But anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're tuning in, the Criterion Club is just kind of a platform for CJ and I to gush about the Criterion Collection and all the awesome, amazing movies and releases and restorations they put out. We're gonna be coming out with one of these every time the Criterion Collection announces their new releases for months down the line, which they periodically do. And on today's episode, we're going to be talking about the December releases. Correct, CJ? Or am I
Yes.
wrong on that? Is
No,
it
you're
that's
right.
right?
It's the year end, December, the very small lineup. But I guess they usually. I asked around because I was surprised, and people told me that Criterion usually doesn't do a big. As November is their big month, December is kind of low key for them. So
Yeah, yeah. And for December, this looks pretty good. The lineup we're looking at here. First up, coming out in December, we've got Todd Haynes' Safe. Which is a blind spot for me. I don't know about you, CJ, but I'm
I
dying to see
I
that one.
I saw it years ago. Actually, it was on TV years ago, and I don't know. I remember when I watched it, I wasn't taken by it. But the thing is, I want to revisit it so badly because it really never left my brain after seeing it all these years. I can still think back to it from time to time. So it made a huge impact. And I mean, I just think I actually remember it was such a weird effect because when I watched, I was watching on an old projection TV, and the light bulb in it was dying. So the image was
Wow.
flickering and doing all this weird crap while watching it. So it was a very strange viewing experience. But no, I mean, it's definitely something that I really want to watch again because I felt like when I watched all those years ago. I don't know if I didn't really if I wasn't in the right mood or I didn't get the movie, but yeah, no, and I'm excited to see. I think everyone's excited. That's the one everyone's been freaking out about from this month's
Yeah,
announcements.
absolutely, and especially for readers of Way Too Indie, and viewers of this amazing, amazing hangout cast or whatever you want to call it. Next up is another really great release that I think everybody's also looking forward to. Terry Gilliam's Time Bandits, which so many people have incredible affection for. His Gilliam's 1981 fantastical kind of wonderful fun adventure movie. What do you think about this one?
I actually haven't seen Time Bandits.
Oh man.
Gilliam's kind of a director that I've avoided because I had terrible experience with him when I decided to watch Tideland,
Mm.
and that was unbearable. So I've avoided his movies. I know that this is one I think people are looking forward to because it has come out on Blu-ray in the past. Criterion did release it ages ago, I believe, and it got taken away from them. It got out on Blu-ray, but it was just this terrible, horrible transfer, just really bad quality. So people are excited that they can finally, not only is it back on the Criterion Collection, but it's going to probably be available in a really nice quality copy. Because I was reading that it says it's coming in a brand new 2K transfer. So
Yeah, it's good stuff. Also, another one Safe for You, one I saw a long time ago. I can't wait to revisit that one. I just remember being very fond of it at the time. And Gilliam, always an interesting director, whether he hits or misses. Next up, we've got The Night Porter by Liliana Cavani, which I'm so unfamiliar with, to be honest. Like, if I'm going to be frank, I'm not familiar with the Night Porter at all. So please tell me you have something to tell me about this one, CJ.
I can tell you that the Only thing I remember about it is seeing the image or the poster of Charlotte Rampling in that like latex leather SS outfit thing. That's pretty much it. It's like I'm the same as you. It's like it's a total blind spot, but it's a movie that's always intrigued me because
Right.
I haven't seen a lot of movies of Charlotte Rampling back in her younger days, I guess, and I adore her. Like when I see her now, I think random aside, but if anyone saw Francoise Ozon's Young and Beautiful, like she has like a
Hmm.
5 minute role in there that just like elevates the whole movie. Like she's that good of an actress. So this is one that I'm excited to see that's going to be on Blu-ray because now it's like okay, this is kind of a excuse, a reminder to put it higher up on my to watch list.
Yeah, and the great thing about the Night Porter, which is not the case for Time Bandits and Safe, is that it's going to be available on Hulu Plus, so you can give it a shot on Hulu
Oh,
Plus's like meat kind of mediocre, shitty quality, and then if you really like the film, you can purchase it on Blu-ray. CJ, how about that?
so is it currently available on Hulu Plus, or will it be coming out the same time in December? Do you
It
know that?
says I'm not sure if it's available on Hulu Plus right now, but it says on the Criterion website that it will be coming out on DVD, Blu-ray, and Hulu Plus.
No. All right. Yeah,
So it's good news.
they have a lot of movies on Hulu Plus. I mean, I am in lowly poor Canada, so we don't get access to Hulu, but I assume that they have a lot of movies available on there.
Yeah, I mean the quality obviously isn't as crisp as Blu-ray, but it's still a fantastic resource for film movie lovers, myself included. I love Hulu Plus for the Criterion Collection alone.
Hmm.
Let alone the network TV stuff and things like that.
Yeah.
But one more release for December: Kaisuke Kinoshita. Kinoshita. I don't know how to say it.
It,
I'm not.
it,
I'm not Japanese.
the pronunciation wasn't good until you put the accent in. Then it was fine.
Kaisuke.
And
Kaisuke.
that's right. Now the accent that's like, oh,
Kaisuke.
okay, it's accurate. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's an Eclipse series, right? So I mean,
It's an Eclipse
these are
series.
but I first off, I'm like happy that they're still doing Eclipse series. I know that they
Yeah.
rarely do it now, but you know, for me, Eclipse series are always stuff that I have no knowledge of, and that's kind of the primary purpose of it. You know, they want to shine light on you know certain films or filmmakers that you know they can't really give it a big premiere release, so they just make it available.
Yeah,
Um,
it's the thing that I love Eclipse series and that they exist and stuff. And I've seen a few of them. I'm not as I don't have any. I don't own any, though I should. The thing that kind of bugs me about them and makes me a total snob is that they're not released on Blu-ray. So it kind of
uh,
and you know what I mean? Like it just kind of bugs me because I'm an idiot and I'm a Criterion snob and I love my Blu-rays. So I've never felt compelled to shell out the dough to grab one of those.
Yeah, that's the. I was actually just gonna bring that up because I'm like that. That's the thing where I'm thinking they really should, considering they only do I think like maybe 2, 3 a year now.
Right.
Like they really should just shell out and do the Blu-ray. I think that if they did offer on Blu-ray, they might be surprised at how many people would buy it because like you know I think I'm similar to you. I don't really buy. I have a very small Criterion collection, but they're all Blu-rays, not DVDs, because I just, you know, I don't want to buy DVDs. I guess, like you said, I'm a snob as well. But yeah, no, I mean, I think that I really think they should look into doing Blu-rays, or, well, they abandoned it, but dual format maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I think it's a certainty that DVDs are going to not be produced anymore in a few years. Isn't that right?
Well, that's a surprising thing because when Criterion just recently, you notice how they changed over to dual formats, so
Right.
their releases can be Blu-ray and DVD. They switched it back and they abandoned it, and they realized the reason why is they actually realized there still was a very big amount of people buying DVD only,
No,
and
no,
they
no.
weren't.
But I was under the understanding that all DVDs everywhere are going to be stopped being produced.
Oh,
And
you think that there's just like eventually this they're just gonna
I thought
stop?
that was news. I thought that was like a certainty, like 2018 or
Oh,
17 or
I
something.
don't know about that. That could be the case. They might just force everyone to go up to the standard, like when they abandoned, you know, old style. Remember they abandoned like old style cable years ago, and they were
Yeah,
putting
yeah.
those notices out to all the old people. Um,
Yeah, it could be a similar case, but I think it's great because DVDs, I mean, to be honest, I don't like them because we all have HD TVs now, and DVDs weren't designed to be played on HD TVs. They were designed for standard definition TVs.
I mean, yeah, but I think one of the benefits of DVD is if you have a sort of niche title now, because DVDs are much cheaper to produce, that you can at least, if you have a movie that's very hard to get, um, and it might be too cost prohibitive to go on Blu-ray, you can at least throw it on DVD just to make it available to buy, as opposed to, like not having it at all.
It's over,
Right?
CJ. It's over. It's over. DVDs.
I think in fact, I don't know if you saw recently, but the on Cinema Guild they bought the rights to the Law of Diaz movie Norte: The End of History, and they're
Hmm.
giving the DVD only release. And people were surprised by that because they're like, "Why are you giving us DVD only release?" And they said it's because of it's cost reasons. They said they simply cannot put a 4 hour, 10 minute movie on Blu-ray and think that the cost justifies the amount of demand it'll have. So it's actually surprising that, like, while you're saying DVDs are going to be over, but I was surprised to see that even now, like, you would think that these situations wouldn't happen anymore. That,
I
people,
think I would like DVDs to continue, but as far as the Criterion Collection and the whole point of the
yeah,
restorations and all the work they do, it's like, why would you want to even watch it on a DVD? All the
I
work they do, 4K resolution, like,
yeah, I
what's
don't
the
get it.
point?
I think yeah. I mean, this is something that's about it's a standard of quality. So why don't so you would expect that the customer base would want to go for the highest quality available, which is Blu-ray.
Yeah, but for now, Eclipse Series number 41, Kaisuke Kinoshita. That
Yes.
was probably so bad. No one's watching this. It doesn't matter. So
Yeah. Sure.
it's
You
the
better hope
whole.
no one's watching.
Yeah, I know. I hope I. Well, you know what? I'd rather just bite the bullet, and if I get hate,
uh,
at least someone was watching. You know. But moving on. Those are the December releases. Looks like a pretty solid December with four cool
yes.
releases that I wouldn't mind having picking up all four. But CJ, last time on Criterion Club, everyone's favorite YouTube show, I was talking about how I purchased the Jacques Demy box set, but I forgot to grab it from my living room to show it to you on
Uh,
this Google Hangout. But look what I've got here.
oh.
Look what I've got here.
Oh my God, that's thick. That's
It
actually
is
bigger than I thought it'd be.
wonderful. It's
That's
it's
yeah.
it's amazing. And you
Oh,
know what?
okay.
Yes, sir.
No, I was gonna say they're digipacks. They're not cases.
Yeah, yeah. They're really nice. They're really nice. Really beautiful stuff. I'm gonna pull one out here. Donkey skin. I don't know
Uh,
if you've ever seen that. Um, but anyways, I've been working my way through this one, CJ, and I gotta say, Jacques Demy is quickly becoming one of my favorites, like ever.
oh really? How
Yeah.
far in are you?
So I'm not going chronologically. I had to start with The Umbrellas of Cherbourg, which was just blew me away. That's of course his musical that starring Claire Deneuve, in which every single line in the it's not a musical in the way that there'll be a song and then some dialogue in the song. It's like every line in the movie is sung, and it's in a jazz style to kind of fit the improvisational flow of it all. That was unbelievably moving and sad and heavy, but also effervescent at the same time. And then I moved on to The Young Girls of Rochefort, which I think I may have talked about last time,
Yeah.
which was a lighter affair for sure. Not all sung dialogue. There was some spoken dialogue in there. Also starring, why do I always forget it? I just said her name.
Catherine Deneuve.
Catherine Deneuve.
You said Claire Deneuve earlier.
Did I say Claire?
Yeah, you said Claire.
Oh, Jesus. Catherine.
I should have mentioned this, but we just did an IndieCast taping last night, and Dustin was talking about Pedro Almodovar, but he said like Pedro Almodar.
Yeah, well, that's a tricky one.
Like,
That's a
oh
tricky
no,
one.
it's a tricky one, I believe, but I never heard that. I just quietly like, okay. It's really funny though. It's really funny.
That's
I
good
don't blame him.
stuff. Yeah, we're putting site owner Dustin on full blast here
Yeah,
on a
let's hope he doesn't
Criterion Club.
let's hope he doesn't watch this.
Yeah, yeah. This will be a test. Let's see if he actually does watch this, and
Yeah, no,
if he
we'll keep our mouth
he'll
shut.
know. We'll know if he actually watched the show.
And to any viewers, don't tell him.
Yeah, please, just keep it a secret. I think this whole production is a secret, CJ, but
For
we'll keep
now.
the dream alive. But Donkey Skin, the one I pulled out earlier, is actually the one I recently just watched.
Oh yeah.
and it's a fantasy, kind of like a medieval fantasy almost, uh, with like kings and queens and princesses and magic and uh, invisibility cloaks. Like it's really cool, really cool stuff. Very fantastical, beautiful to look at, and his Demy's frequent composer partner Michel Legrand is also a participant in this one and wrote all the music. Yeah, man, I've liked everything I've seen so far, all three
That's good.
that I've watched. I've got three more to go, so I'll update you guys on Criterion Club 3,
Yes.
the threequel to Criterion Club, about what I go through next in this awesome box set, which I totally suggest to any film lover. This is great already. I'm only halfway through.
Yes. I was just telling you before this. I actually watched the last Criterion I watched was a DVD, no less. I watched the DVD of Stray Dog by Akira Kurosawa because I had never seen a Kurosawa movie before, and that was my first. And I enjoyed it. I wasn't like in love with it, but it's a very good movie. It's just I was surprised by a few elements in it, but like for the time and all that. But that tends to be always the case when I watch an older film. But yeah, no, I'm like, okay, now that I've seen at least one of his movies and liked it, I'm gonna move on hopefully to the heavy hitters like Rashomon and Seven Samurai and
Oh,
all.
well, CJ, I'm an opportunist. I'm an opportunist. And I think since our next episode of Criterion Club is going to be in a month, maybe you should watch some of these movies and we can talk about them next time because many of them, if not all of them, are in the Criterion Collection. So how about that? How about you go through some Kurosawas
I'll try. I will
and we'll
try.
discuss them?
I'll try. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Next month is the Tati month as well, so I'm gonna try and catch up with Traffic and the ones I haven't seen by Jacques Demy. But yeah, I'll try it. I'll see if I can get a few Kurosawa movies in.
You know what? How about this, CJ? Let just get at least watch one, and
Right.
then on next Criterion Club, we'll talk about that whatever Kurosawa movie you watched, and we'll discuss it in depth. How about that?
All right. That sounds good. It's a challenge. I'm currently because I'm still recovering from Toronto Film Fest.
That's
It's
right.
hard to think ahead of the all the movies, but it's like yeah, no. So I've been like we were just talking about last night. We have a Way Too Indie cast coming soon on the site, and we were talking about that last night. Out, we're all just wiped out.
Hmm.
But I look forward to actually sitting down in a relaxing sense and watching something and actually having the time to process it and think and not have to immediately run to another movie.
Well, I'm very excited for that. I think we just made the show two times better by the addition of that. And choose wisely. Choose. You've got 30 days.
Yes.
30 days.
It sounds like the ring
CJ.
now.
What
It's
the
like it's like
ring?
it's like the ring. It's like a good curse. In 30 days, you will.
Yeah, it's a good curse. It's a good the curse of the Kurosawa curse, as they call it.
The
Okay,
curse
we're
of
running out
Mama.
of shit to talk about, everybody.
So,
But that
yeah.
was Criterion Club number 2. Thank you so much to anybody who tuned into this. Check us out at way2indie.com. We've got a lot of cool stuff going up on there. CJ, we're as busy now on way2indie.com as we've ever been. Our little site
Yes.
that could. You guys did a great job at TIFF. Everybody check out the content that CJ and Dustin put up from Toronto. And we've got a lot of more stuff now on the site than I've ever seen since I've
Yeah.
been here.
We got over 3 dozen reviews for TIFF up and counting. So be sure to go on and read all of our reviews, interviews, etc. Tons and tons of goodies.
Incredible, incredible stuff. And Ananda and I, the other West Coast writer, we're going to be heading to Mill Valley, the Mill Valley Film Festival, which should be a lot of fun. I mean, not a lot of major premieres or anything there, but it's a great festival for indies, which is perfect for us, of course, at way2indie.com. I'm going to cut this off. Criterion Club number 2. I'm Bernard. Thank you for joining. CJ, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
And we'll see you guys in a month. Enjoy those Criterion movies and everybody by Jacques Demy. Bye.
Bye bye.